Now, what are the benefits of UML? First of all, UML is not limited to modeling software. It is expressive enough to model non-software system as well. But although we will restrict our discussion to software, but it can be done to non-software system as well. Now, who all can be benefited by learning UML? If you are a system architect or a business modeler, project manager, team leader, workflow designer, data modeler, application modeler, process modeler, system integrator, any of these role if it fits to you, you will definitely benefit by UML. Where we'll use this UML modeling? Any system you can use it. You can have an information system, you can have a banking and finance, telecommunication, in transportation. So basically this does not say that it should be only for software. All the software people use it more, but this modeling concept can be used to any non-software system as well. Lot of companies in the retail world use the unified modeling language to create system and processes. Distributed web-based services, scientific, and all of this industry and domain uses the unified modeling language to model their system. Now, let us see a little bit about history and heritage. So, it started with a general purpose object-oriented modeling language, and convergence of a number of popular object-oriented methods resulted into this unified modeling language. Now, the first one which we will discuss about is that object modeling technique, which was proposed by Ramberg. Then Booch also proposed, so this was object modeling technique, right, which was proposed by Ramberg. Then Booch provided the complete generation, the object-oriented analysis and design. So Booch is considered as a Grady Booch is a father of object-oriented analysis and design. Object-oriented software engineering, that is by Jacobson. So these are the great people, Ramberg, Booch and Jacobson, who provided a huge amount of research and input and techniques which resulted into a final called UML 0.9. In UML 0.9, there are three other things: catalysis, room, etc. Other people also provided this one. So finally in 1996, the first version of UML 0.9 was formalized, and it combined all the concepts and ideas which were propagated by Ramberg, Booch and Jacobson. Once the UML 0.9 was formalized in 1996 by taking the great ideas from these people, later in 1997 UML 1.1 was released. Once UML 1.1 was released, a path was set. Now the next version started called 1.4 in 1999, and then over the time 2.0 of UML was also released. So this is the heritage and history of how the UML has come into existence. Okay. Now let us see all other people who have contributed in this one. So there are a lot of other people who have been indirectly or directly been impacting the UML growth. Obviously we know about Booch and Ramberg and Jacobson, but there are other people as well, like Gamma, who provided the framework and patterns. HP Fusion, this group provided for operation description and message numbering. Emble worked on singleton classes and high level view. Wirfs and Brock did a lot of work on responsibilities. Odell did a lot of work on classification. Seller and Meller is known for object lifecycle contribution. So all of these people have contributed a lot in the growth of UML and the way we see the UML as of today. So these are the great people who have done, and the Herald has been contributed for state chart. So we'll see that what is state chart and all very soon. Another way to just put the UML usage overview: UML represents the elements of a system or a domain and their relationship in a static structure using class and object diagram. So basically what we do is that we create a static relationships in a static structure using class and object diagram. Now, UML may be used for to model the behavior of objects with state transition diagrams. It can be used to reveal the physical implementation architecture with component and deployment diagrams. So, let me just show you a few things here. What is happening is this class and object diagrams. Okay. Then we have a state transition diagrams. Okay. And then we have a component and deployment diagrams. Okay. And we have a case and actors diagram, and we have an interaction diagram. So, what is this diagrams? These diagrams are basically a visual representation of various aspects of your system. A static structure with a relationship of class and object will give you an idea that what are the various class and objects you will be creating in your system. A state transition diagram says that a particular component will go through what are the various states of its identity changes. So, the change of the properties or attributes of an object over the time period is called state transition diagram. What is component and deployment diagrams? Component diagrams is the major component, not at a class and object, a little higher level. These are the large subcomponents which will interact with each other. Deployment diagrams means how the various components will be deployed on various servers for running purpose, network, database server, web server, application server. Use cases and actors, how user will be interacting with your system. Interaction diagram, and all of those things we'll see little late in detail, but the UML is used for modeling your system using these concepts: class and object diagram, state transition diagram, component and deployment diagram, use cases and actors. Okay. Now, before I get into little further into UML, UML has also brought us a large number of tools to create these diagrams and models and generate the source code out of these models. So, to design create this diagram like class diagram, object diagram, sequence diagram, state diagram, all of this, how do you do that? So, obviously, a lot of companies have come up with their tools and everything, and anything which you like and which is free, you can try out first. But these are the various tools which will help you to model your system and generate those diagrams. So, if you want to try out, you can start with Rational Rose, is pretty popular. Togethersoft also has it. GD Pro is quite good, and lot of these tools are very good. So, Meta Edit, UML Edit, UML Pad. So, Artisan Software also has some UML tools. So, these are the various tools which are used for this one. We will just tell you that something which is good and nice and simple to start with. The one of the which simple is ArgUML, you can try out that as well.